Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Welcome back to our Jurassic Park series. If you guys don't know, every month I'll be reviewing one of the Jurassic Park movies, and we'll be going in order of those movies leading up to the new Jurassic World movie, Jurassic World Dominion. You guys enjoyed the first review, the original Jurassic Park, which we did last month, which was a lot of fun. I had a great time talking about it and watching it, and so I was excited to talk about The Lost World, which is honestly one of my favorite sequels of all time. I don't know how people don't like this movie. I still don't. I never read the Jurassic Park books, so maybe if I read the books, I would understand in some sort of way. But the one thing that people say about the Lost World is that the island in the original movie doesn't get destroyed, but in the book it does. So they're like, why does there need to be a second island when there's still another island for Jurassic? Because of Isla Nublar, it's not destroyed. It's like, why does there need to be two different islands? Like, people really go hardcore on that. It's like, that's not really a big deal, to be honest. Like, it's like, and first of all, they don't need to be the same. They don't need to be, the movies don't have to be exactly like the book. Like, and that's one of the one thing that people get frustrated with sometimes when you come to a book adaptation. It's just like, you don't need to. It's just like, I don't have no problem with adding things to a book, like to a movie book adaptation. Dune has done it recently. A whole bunch of other movies as well. It's just like, it's hard to transfer a book into a movie. It's really difficult, and I feel like some people don't understand how that would go. And when it came to this one, Steven Spielberg was planning on doing a sequel to the can thing that one of the characters stole. I forget his name, to be honest, even though Jurassic Park is one of my favorite movies of all time. But like, he was supposed to do a sequel to on the can thing that had the dino embryos in it. But then Michael Keaton is. It's not Michael Keaton, right? I don't remember the original author's name, but he made the sequel to his book. So he tried to make it more similar to his book instead of doing his own thing. So he had to create another island, which is why we have Isla Nublar. And I really like this movie, like I said, because it's very different from the original. It's very different, and the story, I really like the story. Like, you can say whatever about the gymnastics thing, whatever you want. It's like 15 seconds long. Not that hardly a big deal. A lot of people also like bash on that. It's like, okay, sure, why not? But yeah, this is a really great movie. Like, I'm not gonna try to convince you or any way. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But for me, I find the story very compelling. We have Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum, returning to the sequel, and his whole entire character arc is for love. Like, this movie is a rescue mission to him, because John Hammond wants to send a team to find, just like stay in, like, in the behind like the bushes, and watch dinosaurs and see how the dinosaurs are in their habitat, how they are acting in their habitat, to get like a public opinion to keep the dinosaurs on the island, instead of what Engine is doing, is moving them to another park in Los Angeles, which we'll get to that later on. But like, so that's the whole entire story. It's like, okay, he wants to send a team, but really it's just a rescue mission because he's going for love. So that brings us to our character Sarah, played by Julianne Moore. I believe I said that right. Which she's just awesome as well. She's a unique type of character. She cares about the animals. She's like our Claire in this situation, but a lot better. And it doesn't go against her character like in the sequels does with Claire. So she's great in the movie. I like every character has their purpose. And yes, the daughter is like is there. It's like, why is she here? She's just to add more drama. Yes, I can agree. That's like, okay, she's just there to add more to it, which is fine. but she's not annoying like when it comes to like the sequels where they're there to add drama, but not in an annoying way. One of my favorite segments in this movie is the cliff scene with the trailer holding can't speak, is dangling over the cliffside, and it's just like it's just a great scene, like with Sarah, like just laying on that glass, slowly moving, trying not to break it. It's very suspenseful stuff, and it's great. It's just great, writing and like camera work and all that acting wise. It's all great stuff. Like this movie is almost better than the first one, but not that much really, because there is some writing problems with this movie. Like for example, when it comes to getting to Los Angeles with the T-Rex, that was originally supposed to be a different way to end, but the way to get there was like completely edited out of the movie, and it's like, oh, okay, we're in LA now. T-Rex on the boat. And crash, and boom. The next dead people on boats, but it's supposed to be really explained by pterodactyls and all that. But besides that, I really like this movie. The Los Angeles segment is really good. I honestly really like it, because if this would happen in real life, and a T-Rex was on American soil or just on the mainland in general, that T-Rex will be going and eating anyone. It's not like in the sequels where it just only eats the bad guys, which is why I hate the sequels, and that's why hopefully in Dominion people die. Citizen people die. If no one dies in those sequels, there's no tension, there's no stakes, there's no high stakes. It's just like you need that suspense. And that's what this one gives us. It gives us great suspense with the T-Rex, with the Velociraptors, in the long grass and all of that. It's great writing. Steven Spielberg knows what he does. He knows what he wants in his films. And whenever he's not in fully control with the movies, it sucks. Like Steven Spielberg does have a couple bad films and a couple bad books and all that, but overall, he knows what he's doing, because he knows what people are expecting to see. And this one is just one of the biggest, clashes ever with films, with people. The same thing happened with Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, which is one of my favorite movies of all time as well. And I love that movie. I find it very different from the original. I find it a lot of entertainment in it. And that's what this movie is. That people it didn't sit right with people, and it's like, how? Maybe, I mean, like, this is pretty realistic, and people complain about CGI fests in movies, and people getting hit by cars and not losing limbs. But when it comes to a T-Rex eating people in LA, it's like, no, that's not okay. But okay, sure. I'm going to give The Lost World Jurassic Park an A-. I really love this movie. Maybe if you didn't like it at first, maybe take a rewatch at it, relook at it after all these years. Maybe your opinion might change, or maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, maybe go check it out again. So let me know what you guys thought about The Lost World down below yourself. And let me know if you guys are excited to see Jurassic World Dominion. Get ready for next month's we'll be talking about Jurassic Park 3. That's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.